I can remember it like it was yesterday. When I was a young kid, I'd be home a lot. Didn't really go to elementary school too much. My comfort food for when my mom was here was she'd crack an egg, toast, green onions, soy sauce. So I was home alone one day. I was really hungry and I remember cracking the egg into the pan and I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And to this day I say cooking saved my life. It did. I would either be in jail or dead. My name is Charles Villain Knowles IV and I'm the sous chef here at Tender Greens Marina Del Rey.
The three of us had backgrounds in fine dining, white tablecloth restaurants. We knew what we were missing out on from the experience, but we still had a connection to the food.
We developed this luxury taste because we worked in luxury properties, not because we came from that life.
Yeah, we had no money.
We weren't a bunch of rich kids who opened a restaurant or started a business.
It was really a chance for us to create a special place for people to come to work.
I think the belief and concept of Tender Greens is making sure everyone has the opportunity to eat well.
From start to finish, from the moment I order my food until I pay for my food, everything's greeted with a smile. They always wonder how I'm doing, if everything's great.
The truth of the matter is that we are just an idea without our customers.
When I see a customer coming in, especially if a customer has never been to Tender Greens, and I see them standing there all confused, the first thing I do is I go say, hi, how you doing?
They're friendly, they're the nicest people in the world. They come in every day. You get to know them by the first name basis. You ask them about their job, you ask them about their kids, their dog, and they start asking you questions as well. So you build that bond with that customer.
The Tender Greens family extends past the doors, past the payroll, and it really is a much bigger collection of individuals, and it's what gets me excited every day about walking through the restaurants.
So we were here at Tender Greens in Pasadena for dinner, and we were in line and realized there was a homeless person in front of us in line, and instead of basically kicking her out of the restaurant, the staff engaged her as a human being, treated her with respect, provided her a meal. The way they treated this person with kindness and compassion has always left a big impression with me about Tender Greens and how they cultivate that kind of culture with their staff.
We're here for the customers, so it's easy to say, oh, why did you want that changed? Oh, why did you want this? Well, it's because they're paying for us to make them something they want. So it's very important for us to remember why we're here.
How you doing? So my first paying gig ever was at McDonald's.
I met Charlie from one of my best friends growing up. He was working at the Nordstrom's Cafe and said, there's an inspired kid here who really wants to learn.
He could work a 14-hour day and then go home and read a cookbook. In many ways, I saw my own spirit.
So I first started with Pete in Point Loma at Salad Station. Everybody has to go through the ranks before you can even grill, and grilling was the prized possession. After I think another month, he was like, hop on carver. I was so nervous, so I carved for like 5 minutes and he was like, get off. And I'm like, oh. So the next day he was like, get back on. So I did it, and that's how we would train you. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden, then you'd be carving one shift and then 2 shifts, and then, okay, now you're carver.
He had tons of passion for cooking. He wanted to learn every day, come in on his days off, stay late, ask a billion questions.
Charlie, especially coming from basically ground zero and not knowing how to do a whole lot, to working at Marina Del Rey and moving up, and is a huge testament to Tender Greens and what we can do here.
To watch someone grow into something really special and a leader in that regard, you'll never get that feeling anywhere else.
And I still ask for Ryan and Pete's advice to this day, like, what do I do here? What do I do with this? They're more mentors and father figures in that respect.
And if we can teach everybody so that everybody can continue to rise, then we are doing our job in creating a company that is so rock solid that it can't falter.
I had a chef tell me a long time ago, do not skip steps. Do not be in a hurry to become the chef. So when you're a dishwasher, you learn how hard that job is. You learn to respect it, and you learn the business through and through. You learn how to dishwash, you learn how to cashier, you learn how to bus tables, you learn how to grill, carve, so on. So that way you appreciate each station.
I started here as a dishwasher.
I started out as cashier. I started off as a dishwasher.
I started as a dishwasher.
I started as a busboy.
I started as a busboy.
The thing we do when we see the passion in people here, we give them the power. We don't tell them that you can't, you won't. That's my job, back off. It's, you want to make the special today? Come to me with whatever it's going to be, and then do it.
A lot of these people never worked in a kitchen before. None of them had a job before. None of them ever picked up a knife before. And to see where these people have come from day one to now, it's a total different person.
Well, when I first came here, it was a job.
She was coming from Quiznos, grew up in Inglewood, was a single mom at 19, had no real connection with what we were about. She was just here for a job.
And the first day I was on dressing, I was making the horseradish dressing and I spilled it completely, like 5 gallons in the walk-in. Eric opened the door.
I found her in the walk-in with 5 gallons of horseradish dressing cascading down a Saturday's inventory of product.
And he didn't say anything. He just closed the door and walked away. And I thought that he was going to, fire me.
It took everything not to throw her out of the restaurant. So I took a little walk around the block to find my own inner balance, and then found that the walk-in was cleaned up. She cleaned it. And it causes me to stop and really give people a chance, because somebody that we might write off in the beginning could end up being a superstar down the road.
It made me feel great to know that I can make a mistake and learn from it.
And I could come into the kitchen and taste a braise or taste a soup and know which one Lacey made instantly, because it was the one that was seasoned to perfection. And everything she does is seasoned to perfection.
Something that I really appreciated was Eric taking the time out to say, that salad looks amazing. Or David taking the time to show me how to do accounting. Or Matt showing me how to braise. So I learned, getting emotional. My family is very proud that I am the manager of Tender Greens Culver City. I live, eat, and breathe Tender Greens.
Regardless of where you end up in your life, we want you to one day look back at your time with Tender Greens and say, that was the best job I ever had.